Welcome to this special broadcast exploring DRM technology. I'm Scott Hollinger. We're here to share how KTWR is going to change the way you listen to shortwave radio. Our new transmitters use digital radio mondial technology, or DRM for short. DRM provides a strong, clear signal so you can enjoy the broadcasts of KTWR.
That's why I say this: bearing godly fruit is the evidence that God is at work in our lives. A lack of that fruit proves that God is not at work in our life.
Welcome to Jaron. This broadcast is produced by Global Radio Ministries and Jaron Ministries International. The teaching series we are in is the New Testament book of Colossians.
Today's message is titled, The Marks of the Mature Christian, Part 2. Continue.
Colossians 1:9-10. And so, from the day we heard, we have not ceased to pray for you, asking that you may be filled with the knowledge of His will, in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so as to walk in a manner worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing to Him, bearing fruit in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God.
What does living as a mature Christian look like? Welcome back to our study of Colossians, in which Dr. Jim Cece is examining Paul's pastoral prayer, in Colossians 1:9-14. Dr. Cece is describing 9 marks of the mature Christian found in this prayer. Last week, we began looking at the third mark, a pleasing life. A life that delights God by doing anything He calls us to do, when He calls us to do it. Today, we'll examine the fourth mark of the mature Christian, living a fruitful life that never stops serving the King of Kings. But first, Dr. Cece continues his discussion of what it means to please God. Here's Dr. Cece.
And that brings us back to Colossians, because in chapter 1, verse 10, he says, I want you to please Him in all respects. Now, who can do that? All respects means all respects. What does that mean? It means in everything. Whoa, that's a pretty high standard. And who can't please Him in any respect? And that's unbelievers, who are completely incapable of pleasing the Lord. And I know that bothers some of you, because some of you still have that work system deep in your brain, even if it's not in your heart. And what you think that somehow God is up in heaven and He's just measuring the works of people and saying, oh, you know what, you're a pretty good fellow, you're in. Oh, no, you're not, you're out.